First and foremost, well, let me just start by saying I'm still sick, still fighting this head and chest cold. It's been 3 weeks, and the weather hasn't helped out much. But anyway, I wanted to start off by saying a big thank you to Luciano Menente from Extreme RCTV for hosting this show and this platform. I don't know how long this show is going to be, by the way, tonight, but long enough to get the message across. But again, thank you, Luciano, for your undying dedication and support of Rototalk. I got to move it a little closer here. Your undying support and dedication and allowing Rototalk to have a platform to do its program from. So without further ado, I do want to go into, now this is sponsored by Ace's Deals tonight, so I'm going to put you on the desktop here. I do want to go over something that I found earlier. I think Peter's going crazy. Sorry about the music there. Yeah, I wonder if everybody can hear me. Can they hear me okay? Let me check I just realized my mic is not, good night. Can everybody hear me okay? I hope so. My mic wasn't anywhere near me. Okay. I wanted to go on the desktop here. Peter's having a flash sale, and he's got this right here, guys. I wanted to show this to you right here. $79, full on Ranger 1.4 meter FPV training plane, full FPV, ready to fly with battery and charger. So all you need is your radio. So jump on this. I know he's only got a few left. $79. You can't go wrong. Okay, it's designed for beginners, quick and easy, trouble-free setup, EPO foam fuselage. It's durable, so it can take a crunch or two. The wings detach for easy transportation. Includes a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, 7-channel receiver, brushless 2812 motor, 1400 kilovolts, 30 amp brushless ESC, 3S 1800 milliamp LiPo, free charger, and AC adapter. It's fully designed for FPV, so grab it. $79 a pop. You can't go wrong. Jump on it. Over there at www.acesdeals.com. Now, excuse me, I wanted to get into... Oh boy, here comes the music. The whole premise of this show tonight is for the Hubsan. Hold on, I want to just check. Make sure everything is going on here good. Okay. Who's going on here? Okay. All right. So I wanted to just go over some choice quadcopters out there that are new, that are really worth the money and great for beginners or even us regular guys who love to fly. This is the Hubsan H111C. Okay. This is the first time I'm aware of, other than through Chinese catalogs, you can buy Hubsan on this side of the ocean, especially these little nanos. This is it comes with a camera. It's not a regular SD camera. No, it's an HD camera. Flight time on this is 8 minutes. So it's a great gift. It does have the small controller that comes with it. But for $39, you can't go wrong. You really can't, I think. It's especially with a camera and everything. So anyway, I wanted to get back to this other great deal for FPV, for an FPV quadcopter. Now, it is brushed, okay? All right, but I'm not against brushed. This is a FPV Hubsan X4 502S Desire, $174, full-on FPV, and it's full GPS too, and also has return to home, follow me function, altitude hold, headless mode. Headless mode. I was talking to somebody earlier about headless mode tonight. What's the point, really? Okay, with headless mode. But anyway, it has headless mode. Records HD videos or still photos. Now, what's good about this quadcopter is the memory card is in the quadcopter itself. It's not in the transmitter. So if you have any static or interference on the transmitter, there goes my voice, on the transmitter, you're not going to pick that up. So this is a great option for the price, for a full FPV quadcopter, and it's a Hubsan. And if it's anything like these other two Hubsans I have next to me here, I'm going to show you in a minute. If they're built as solid as this, you can't go wrong. The only drawback to this quadcopter that I don't like with this transmitter is it eats batteries. So you would want to do a battery mod on the transmitter, where you put in a lipo battery. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. This comes with this must come with the, doesn't say what battery it comes with. But like I said, it has a 12-minute flight time. The automatic return to home. So if it's a new pilot, and it's a good size too. If any of those are out there familiar with the Alias, it's the size of a Traxxas Alias. Okay, and here's another great picture with the actual transmitter and quadcopter together. So great deal great value at Aces Deals for this Hubsan. And like I said, a lot of us cut our teeth on Hubsan. We know their quality, and to be quite honest with you, this is what we've been waiting for as Hubsan fans. Really, this is what we've been waiting for. We always dreamed of a bigger X4. Well, they're here, and they fly like great. And I'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so the next one I wanted to go over with you. Here we go. Where is that? Right here. This is the Hubsan X4 Plus. Has the HD camera. Okay. This is it's a great beginner quadcopter. But it doesn't have the other things like I was talking about, return to home. But it does have an HD 720p camera. So you would have to be a little bit more accomplished pilot if you're going to rely on the GPS for a new pilot. Which, frankly, I think the best way to learn is on a quadcopter like this. But anyway, here's a picture of the transmitter. These new transmitters have that, I don't know how to explain it, the finish on the transmitter. It's great for grip. It's kind of like leather, I guess you could say. And let's see. The other drawback I don't like about these newer Hubsans, but it's the way they're going, is these batteries. They slide into the chassis. They're not like what we're typical, where we can just pop out any battery and pop in another one. These are proprietary, so some people won't like that, but I can get beyond it because it's a Hubsan, to be quite honest with you. So, and this isn't the only model that they're doing this with. I think they're going to be going this way with all their models. But again, great value, $69.99 over there at Aces Deals. Oh, it has altitude mode. Altitude hold, that's right, and headless mode. I forgot. These new Hubsans do have altitude mode. Excuse me. And headless mode again. Headless mode, to me, why bother? But anyway, altitude hold mode is great if you're doing any aerial photography. Makes your video or pictures that much more steady because you don't have to worry about managing the throttle. So, great option on that. Now, we're getting close to what I have here. Here we go. This is what I want to talk about right here. I got this right here. This is the Hubsan X4 502C 720p HD camera. Okay. This is the same size, again, if you're familiar with the Traxxas Alias. Same size as the Alias. Same size as that Desire I was talking to you about, that brushed FPV for $169, $179. I got this quadcopter. And are you even on? Let me just look. Yes, you are. Okay. I got this quadcopter, and I'm impressed. However, I do have some reservations. So let me get into it. All right. Let me move the mic away. That's over here. All right. First, we'll start with the good, okay? A lot of people are into the packaging. I always mention in their reviews, nice packaging. Oh, nice box, nice packaging. It's not a big thing to me. I do appreciate the packaging, the good artwork or whatever. But I will say, for somebody who's not a big fan of packaging, I was really impressed with the way this was packaged. Can you see that? I can't see what you're seeing. Oh, yeah. Rather than just plastic and foam on the inside, it was rigid cardboard, which it was packaged in, and it was packaged very nicely. The other thing I like about this quadcopter, here it is. Let me put it in the frame here for you. Back it up. There we go. Okay. I love the size. Okay, I'm a true X4 fan. Who has an X4 knows what I'm talking about. But I like the size because of visibility, and I like it because it's wet. It does kind of look like a little bit of an aardvark or an anteater in the front because that's where the camera is. Okay, it is brushed. I'm not opposed to brushed. A lot of people are. It's easy to change. Now, these aren't plug-and-play motors. These are soldered in. So if you're going to replace motors, why can't I get my orientation right here? If you are adverse to soldering, you would need to have somebody solder or just learn. It's really not that hard. Okay. I don't know what the all up weight is. It's not heavy at all. Now, the memory card for the camera goes in right here. Let me see if I can. Goes in right there. Slides in down that slot. And this little tab here that you're seeing releases the battery. And let me see. I had a hard time with it yesterday because I'm fumble fingers. Let me see. I'll use this. And the battery is proprietary, like they're all doing these days. Bear with me here. Put that down. I hope everybody can hear me okay. In fact, let me just, before I go any further, let me just do a sound check. How do I sound in the chat room? Can you guys hear me okay? Richard Dirksen, can you hear me okay? I'll get back to the presentation in just a moment, folks. I just want to do a sound check. Let me just check my meters here. And everything looks good. Okay. Richard Dirksen, can you hear me all right? I'm not getting a reply, so we'll just assume that people can hear me. Sounds good. Okay, thank you very much, Richard. I appreciate that. All right, let me get back to what I was doing here. Okay, now the battery. Here we go. Here's the battery. It slides into the chassis in the back, in that hole that you can see, obviously. It has, the battery has grooves on it, or raised edges that slide along a rail, and then it connects, I guess that's a JST. It connects internally into the quadcopter when you slide it in. Now, there's a couple good things about this battery and a couple bad things about this battery. Number one, it's proprietary. Number two, they're kind of expensive. They're about $14, $15 a piece. It's a LiPo 450 milliamp 7.4 volt. It's rated at how many minutes? 10 minutes of flight time. Okay. And I suppose you can balance. I haven't tried, but I suppose I could balance charge this battery. Come on. Left is right, right is left. I should know this. I suppose there's some way. And I know there's probably a way. I've already talked to Dr. Maud about this, and he said, I'll be taking that apart, and I'll be putting in my own batteries, whatever I want. And, of course, you know, that's always an option in RC with this. But I will say, again, the build, fit, finish, how solid it is, how rigid the frame is, there's very little flex. The lights are very bright. So it's, you know, it's a Hubsan. It's called the X4 Star. It's probably backwards to you guys. Now let's go over some of the things I don't like about this. I don't think it's a deal breaker, so to speak, but it's a concern, a definite concern on one of the issues for sure. Okay. My first concern is the camera is very far forward. So, and this is a plastic housing, and the camera kind of protrudes from the shell just a little bit. So it's, I think, in my opinion, it's susceptible to damage. It does have an on-off switch right here. That's how you turn the quadcopter on and off. I think that's neat. I like that. But then again, I'm not sure because it's molded plastic. Can it break? Now, I know these things aren't supposed to last forever, but it's an area of concern for me. And the other area, most concerned area for me on this is these propellers are held on by little tiny screws. Okay? And I did have a crash, and I did break some propellers. I wasn't paying attention. It was my fault. So I went to change out the propellers, and I stripped one of the screws. In fact, I broke the head off, actually, all the way. So what does that do for me now? Now I can't fly this quadcopter because this propeller is not staying on, and the remainder of the screw is stuck inside the shaft. So I already called the vendor, Peter Allen, over to Aces Deals. It was, as was typical, he was like, I told him what happened. He was like, I'll send you one right away. And he's already got one sent out. But that is a big concern for me. And I think I would rather find another way to mount these propellers. And I don't know how that can be. But that is a huge concern with this quadcopter, where one of them came, the screw was on so tight that when I was backing it out, and yes, I was turning it the right way, when I was backing it out, I twisted the head right off. So, very big concern. So I'm going to hold my reservation on this quadcopter. Normally I give our star rating 5 out of 5 stars being the best. I'm going to reserve my star rating on this. Let's just say I'll get back to you until I get the replacement. If you're thinking about buying it, I wouldn't hesitate, because it's a Hubsan. And it's Ace's Deals. Peter Ellen will stand behind it if you get any problems, because it flies great. So, I think that's about it. Oh, yeah. Battery time to charge takes 50 minutes. Again, flight time is 10 minutes. The picture functionality. All right, here we go. Up here on the saddle shoulder buttons are your controllers for your video and pictures. And the new controllers have that finish, kind of like leather, crinkled leather, which gives a good feel in the hands. And this did not come with sticks. This only came with thumb pads. And I'm not sure I can remove the thumb pads, which is a big drawback for me, personally, because I am not a thumb person. I'm definitely a pincher. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to mod this transmitter, or the other one, when I get the replacement, to mod this transmitter to go with sticks, because thumb pads are out for me. So that's the X4 Star. Now I'll show you the next one. Somebody sent me some messages. Let me just check. Okay. Right here. This is the Hubsan 501 S Black Edition. Okay. I have the white. Oops. Do I even have you? I have you on me. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the Hubsan 501 S Black Edition. Okay. This comes, it's a full GPS quadcopter, has return to home, brushless motors, 5.8 wireless video transmission, 7.4 volt, 2300 milliamp LiPo, which rockets this thing across the sky, 2.4 gigahertz FPV transmitter. It has a 4.3 inch LCD screen. Doesn't include the memory card, but the memory card goes inside the quadcopter on this as well. Flight time is approximately 19 minutes. I didn't get a chance to test it. It was too cold out there. And let's see. All up weight with battery, for those who are interested, is 410 grams. You know, somebody asked me about the other one. Just bear with me. I want to check, see if that has an all up weight on it too. No, it doesn't. Okay. This Hubsan 501S, like with the other Hubsan I was showing you, this is, if you're a Hubsan fan, this is what we've been waiting for, you know? And now this isn't new. This has been out on the market for a few months now, but they've added some new features to it since they've introduced it. Like I said, it is full GPS, so it does have automatic return to home. With the GPS, it is precise. It was pretty windy out there. I'll show you the video in a minute. It was pretty windy out there today, and it was holding its position very well. It has headless mode. You lose me there on the headless mode. 2700 milliamp battery. Says 20-minute flight time. Again, I didn't get a chance to test it. This comes with the black with the gold. For me, because of my eye constraints, I chose the white with the gold, just for visibility reasons. I felt it would be better for me. So, and again, it does have the FPV Hubsan transmitter. Now, you can get this with the professional transmitter, and I'll show you that in a minute. But this particular transmitter, again, eats batteries. So either have some rechargeable batteries or do the battery mod, which is on, there's several videos. Several videos on YouTube. So, all right, now back to me because I got the actual quadcopter in my hand. Okay, here it is. This is the Hubsan 501S. It's a mean bird, let me tell you. Lights up like a UFO. I put some tape on here that I have left over from my Phantom. Actually, this came with my Phantom. I put some tape on here on the back arms for orientation. This is solid. Okay, solid plastic, very rigid, no flex. Again, brushless motors. Camera's right up front there. It's a fixed camera, so of course you're gonna get kind of choppy video. But for a new pilot, somebody new to FPV, and for the money, it definitely a very comprehensive quadcopter. I just love the way it looks. I'm not a big fan of the gold. I'll be definitely getting other propellers, different colors. These are self-locking propellers. They just turn right on, so no screws to break off like on the other one. Let's see, what was it? Oh, yes. Right over here on the side. Let's see if I can get my finger there. That's where the SD card goes, which is a great feature because, again, on the old ones, the SD card was in the transmitter, and whatever video you got on the screen is what you got on your card, including all the choppiness. Here's the back of the quadcopter. Here's the battery door. Okay. It does have a USB port. Where is that bad boy? USB plug-in either there. It's on the inside. Hold on. What is it? Oh, yeah. It's right here. You might be able to see it. So you can do firmware updates. But, this thing is rugged. I mean, it's just solid. When you shake it, you don't hear any loose parts on the inside, any screws. Again, this is soldered. This is not plug-and-play motors, so when you change the motors, you get your soldering gun out. But it just looks awesome. Just an awesome-looking quadcopter, and I'm a huge Hubsan fan, so I'm a pushover when it comes to it. And brushed or brushless, I don't care, as long as I'm flying. So that's the rundown on this particular quadcopter. I just want to share with you the battery so you know what it looks like. This is the battery right here. Well, come on, camera, focus in. Okay, 2700 milliamps, 7.4 volt, 10C. Okay, it's a badass little battery. So you can charge that on your balance charger. And let's see, I just want to go back here. Let's see, back to Aces Deals website. Went over all, okay. So to recap, we started off with the Desire. Oh, whoa, I didn't go over this one. This is the Desire without FPV, but it has a camera, HD camera. And this is a great little quadcopter. This is the same frame as the 502, the 501 I showed you, the one with the screw broke. It looks like it has the same thing with the screws, so be careful removing them screws. But this is a great quadcopter for $97 compared to a Traxxas Alias. And Traxxas might hate me for this, but compared to a Traxxas Alias, for the price point, it's $3 or $97, $2 less, $2.99 less than the Alias, $3, and it's a Hubsan, and it's got full video and picture taking capability, just like I said, up on the shoulders of the transmitter. Let me see if I can, yeah, up on the shoulders of the transmitter are the buttons. No sticks, though. I'm going to ask Hubsan about send him an email. Like, come on, what are you guys doing to us? So I didn't go over this, but this is the non-FPV H502E Desire. $97, guys. You really can't go wrong. You really can't. And parts are readily available, too. And then this is the H502 Desire FPV. That's the one we started off with. Full GPS quadcopter. Okay. Was that Desire full GPS? I didn't pay attention. There's no information about it. Peter, what the hell? Okay. I would assume it is, but I'll check. All right. So we went The FPV Desire, that's 174. The Desire non-FPV is only $97. That's a good deal. The Hubsan we went over, the H111C with a camera. Flight time on that is 5 to 7 minutes, only $39. That makes a great gift. All right. And then we went into the Hubsan X4. This has altitude hold and headless mode. 7-minute flight time, HD 720p camera, 3.7 volt, 520 milliamp batteries. That's a good battery. Those stock X4 batteries, the 520 milliamp, 3.7 volts are a very good battery. Lasts me a long time. And then the Hubsan X4 H502. Right now I'm giving this 3 out of 5 stars because of the issue I've got with it. But my heart's with Hubsan, so it could easily go to 5 stars once I get the replacement. But I'll keep you posted on that. And then last but not least, beautiful Hubsan H501S. This is the black edition. I've got the white edition. Full GPS quadcopter, Hubsan quality that we all have come to know and love. And frankly, like I said, this is what I've been waiting for as a Hubsan fan. You know, from the X4, especially this. When I saw this one here, I was like, woo, sign me up. $99. Camera, size of a Traxxas Alias, full GPS quadcopter. Sign me up. That's the way I was with this. So, some great deals. Don't forget again, Peter's got the flash sale, like I was telling you about. He said this changes hourly. I don't know if it's throughout the day or just hourly 24/7. I can't imagine he's up at his computer all the time. But, he's added some other stuff too. Don't forget this great deal, $79. Corey, if you're watching, you might want to consider this. Then he's also, I know he's got, where was that? Right here. He's got one left. Typhoon H4K. Comes with the free wand, the wizard wand, excuse me. I think he only has 1 or 2 of those left. So if you were looking at the Typhoon, he's got this one here, $819. If you have any questions, he's very accessible. Shoot him or find him on Facebook at his Aces Deals page. Somebody's okay, yeah. If you have any questions, send Peter a message. Like I said, he's very accessible. But if you're doing some shopping, and especially for a new pilot, this Hubsan's got some great choices this holiday season. And again, I don't make any money. I'm not doing this other than the fact that I believe in Hubsan and their products. So check them out over at www.acesdeals.biz, B-I-Z. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can always contact Peter. He's very accessible. Am I on desktop? Okay, here we are. He's very accessible. If you have any questions, or you can shoot me a message. If you have any questions, I can answer them for you. Let's check in the chat room. Okay. Everything looks good. Anybody have any questions? Excuse me, I just had to get a drink. Okay. I think that's going to end this presentation for now. Let's see if somebody had a question here. It's going to end my this short show tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you Saturday night at our usual time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thank you again for tuning in tonight, and have a good night.